Iowa Star Conference softball is heading your way here on 99 The Wave and Radio on the Go on YouTube. I'm John Moyle coming to you at Volunteer City Park in Clarksville, where today the number 1 and 1A Indians will play host to Janesville in the second meeting between the teams here this season. Once again, welcome to today's broadcast as Clarksville comes in with a 14-4 overall record, 11-0, still perfect here in the Iowa Star Conference. Meanwhile, Janesville, a down season for them at 3-12 overall and 3-7 in league play. So with that, we are about to get rolling here with this one as the Indians are doing their pregame warm-ups right now. But Clarksville enters this one coming off of a 1-3 outing at last weekend's tournament over at Fort Dodge, where they lost to the hosts, Des Moines Roosevelt, and Ames. Did get a win over Mid-Prairie, so always some strong competition that they face at that tournament over in Fort Dodge, as they did this past weekend, but a little bit of a down record over there, but nevertheless, a chance to keep things rolling in Iowa Star Conference play. Last time they played a conference game, it was a close 5-2 victory over Don Bosco. Pretty successful in their prior games, including 7-0 over BCLEW and 10-7 over Collins Maxwell in Iowa Star Conference play last week. Meanwhile, Janesville comes in on a 5-game losing streak, having fallen 8-6 to Riceville last week. In fact, it was an 0-5 week for the Wildcats, falling also 10-3 against Nashville Plainfield, 16-1 against Collins Maxwell, 3-1 against Hampton Dumont Cal, and 11-10 against North Tama. We're getting set for a 7 o'clock opening pitch. In fact, it looks like it might happen just a little bit earlier. So I'm going to take a timeout and introduce the starting lineup when I come back, and then we'll have our first pitch between Clarksville and Janesville. Iowa Star Conference softball is heading your way in just a few moments.
Did you know Murphy's does water softeners? That's right. Check with Murphy's Heating and Plumbing for water right softeners and filtered drinking water systems for your home. Soft water is important for washing and bathing, and great tasting drinking water. Well, everyone loves that. Get your water right water softener or drinking water system today in Hampton at Murphy's. Also with water heaters, new toilets, furnace filters, and more in stock.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Dumont Telephone Company has been in business for over 120 years. Their 8-person staff has a combined total of over 135 years of experience providing high-quality service to the area. They currently provide broadband and streaming video services to several area communities in Butler and Franklin counties. Dumont Telephone Company is currently investing millions of dollars into the latest technology, fiber to the home, to make sure all rural residents have access to a high-quality broadband and streaming video services.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing.
When it comes to plumbing, heating, and air conditioning, choose Murphy's Heating and Plumbing of Hampton. Check murphysheating.com.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the adventure of a lifetime?
Number 1 in 1A Clarksville is about to host Janesville in Iowa Star Conference softball action. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. We'll start with the road team, Janesville. Leading off and playing center field is senior Kiki Smith. Batting second and playing left field is junior Gracie Blows. Batting third and playing third base, sophomore Presley Pugh. Batting fourth and playing first base, sophomore Lauren Meany. Batting fifth and catching, sophomore Maya Zwanziger. Batting sixth will be the designated player, Caitlin Hahn. Batting seventh and pitching is sophomore Danica Brinkman. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is sophomore Abigail Jones. And batting ninth playing right field is sophomore Isabel Barnes. And now for the home team, Clarksville, leading off and catching is freshman Kate Lodge. Batting second, playing right field, eighth grader Reagan Wedeking. Batting third, playing shortstop, senior Hannah Wangsness. Batting fourth and playing first base is junior Kara Bolin. Batting fifth and pitching is senior Sydney Lovren. Batting sixth and playing center field is freshman Brooke Bolin. Batting seventh and the designated player is freshman Gia Hoosier. Batting eighth, playing second base is junior Capri Clark. Batting ninth and playing third base is sophomore Eve Jordan. We are underway here at 6:59 p.m. as Sydney Lovren fires in strike number one. And we are underway here in this Iowa Star matchup. North Division action. Clarksville beginning their second time through the North Division opponents as Lovren fires this one down and in for ball number one to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Kiki Smith, the leadoff batter, batting left-handed here for Janesville. Lovren delivers this one fouled back into the fence. It's a 1 ball and 2 strike count here to the leadoff batter. Let's see if Lovren can record the strikeout here. She's got 85 of those on the season and 25 walks issued. 2.10 is the ERA for Lovren on the season. And the pitch, bouncer toward the pitcher's mound. Lovren there to scoop it up. Easy throw to first is on time for the 1-3 putout. And that is how we get rolling here in this Iowa Star matchup. Gracie Blows, junior left fielder, up to the plate now for the Wildcats. Coming in on a 5-game losing streak, falling 8-6 against Riceville in their last action back on Friday nights. Swing and a miss here out ahead of this one. No balls and 1 strike. Let's take a look at tonight's game time weather conditions. Right now it's 75 degrees with a mostly sunny sky. Wind is out of the north-northeast at 5 miles per hour, gusts to 7. So not too bad. Ball number 1 outside here from Lovren, and it evens up the count. 16th start of the season here for Lovren on the pitcher's mound. All of her appearances have been starts. And this is a bouncer to third. Eve Jordan there to scoop. And the throw over to first is on time. It's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And that'll bring up Presley Pugh here for the Wildcats as they look to get something going here offensively. The sophomore bats .242 on the season here for Janesville and gets a piece of this one. No balls and 1 strike. 4th best batting average on the team, .242. As a team, they bat .220, well below Clarksville's team average of .397. Here's the 0-1 from Lovren, fouled out of play, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Indians have won 18 straight in the series with Janesville, including 15-3 back on May 27th of this season. Here's the 0-2, fouled it back. And it will remain a no ball, 2 strike count here to Presley Pugh, the number 3 batter in this Wildcat lineup. Indians looking for a 3 up, 3 down inning defensively. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, Wangsness. Bobbles it a little bit, but the throw over to first is on time anyway for the 6-3 ground out to retire the side. So in that half inning, Janesville scores no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 1 half inning is complete. Janesville 0, Clarksville coming to bat.
Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
We head to the bottom of the first inning. Janesville 0, Clarksville come to the plate for the first time. And Kate Lodge takes ball number 1 to begin this plate appearance. Reagan Wedeking and Hannah Wangsness are also guaranteed for Clarksville here in the bottom of the first inning. Danica Brinkman on the mound here for Janesville. Fires this one at forehead level for ball number 2 to Lodge. Clarksville has a team batting .397 on the season. That is sizzling right there, leading the Iowa Star North. Lodge batting .473. This one, a rainbow pitch upstairs and a 3-ball no strike count. Here to the leadoff batter, Lodge. 26 hits, 55 at-bats on the season, including 5 doubles, 1 triple, but no home runs yet on the year. And this will be a 4-pitch walk for Lodge to get the inning underway. Now it's Reagan Wedeking, 8th grade right fielder, coming up to the plate for the Indians. Speaking of 8th graders, some legislation passed on Friday that is going to allow 8th graders to compete in all varsity sports, in case you hadn't heard. Local school boards will still have to approve it. Here's a little bit of a check swing as the bat got elevated off of Weddeking's shoulder, but nevertheless, it's going to be a steal attempt of third base as Lodge slides in and is going to be safe. 1 ball, no strikes here to Weddeking. Lodge stole second base, and then the battery of Janesville was completely... Now, hold on a sec. Are they saying that this pitch was fouled off and Lodge is having to go back to first base? It appears that that is going to be the case. So no balls and 1 strike. Now another foul ball here. And all of a sudden an 0-2 count here to Weddeking. So Lodge, okay, they are going to give her second base now.
Up to bat, number 6, Hannah Wangsness.
Oh, that was a hit by pitch. Okay, here we go. So now Hannah Wangsness bats. And Lodge, a little bit of a lead off of first base. Now back in safely. 1 ball, no strikes here to Wangsness. That was very peculiar on the Weddeking plate appearance, as the hit by pitch was almost invisible. This one popped up out into left field. Blows trying to track back, get underneath it. Completely misplayed it. It went past her. Now Lodge is going to round third and come home to score. Sliding in is Weddeking at third and is going to be tagged out. So it'll be an RBI for Hannah Wangsness, and Clarksville gets on the board first. It's 1-0 Indians.
Up to bat, number 26, Kara Bowling.
So we'll call that a double. Lodge advances home to score, and then Weddeking tagged out at third base. So 1 out, bottom 1, Clarksville 1, Janesville 0, and a 1 ball, no strike count here to Kara Bowling. And this one misses inside, ball number 2. Clarksville coming in 14-4 overall. 11-0 here in the Iowa Star North. Ruling this league yet again here this season. Ranked number 1 in Class 1A, as they have been all season since the preseason. This one way upstairs for ball number 3 to Kara Bowling. Today's colors of the game, Clarksville's got the maroon jerseys on with white numbers in text. The text is cursive, black pants, maroon socks, white cleats. Ball number 4 here to Bowling, and she's on board with a walk. Bowling on first, Wangsness on second. Here comes Sydney Loverin, the number 5 batter in the Clarksville lineup. Looking to possibly drive home another run or 2. And the first pitch to Loverin, right down Broadway for strike 1 called. Meanwhile, Janesville's going with the all-black look here today. Black jerseys with yellow numbers in text. Block text across the front. Black pants with narrow yellow stripes, white socks. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, bobbled by Jones, and the throw attempt over to third is not on time. So everyone advances a bag. It's an E6 on Janesville, and this inning continues with just 1 out. Brooke Bowling now bats with no outs in the bottom, or 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Comes in batting .379 on the season, 22 hits, 58 at-bats here for the freshman Bowling. Batting right-handed, steps into the box, and we are ready to roll. Here's a soft hit out to shallow left. That's going to drive in a run. Here comes Wangsness. They hold up Bowling at third. Kind of in a no-man's land. Shallow left field. Got past the infield, but well in front of the outfielders. And it's 2-0 Indians here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. So everyone advances 1. Now it's Gia Hooger, freshman designated hitter. Designated player, that is, for the Indians. Batting left-handed. Takes ball 1 upstairs. Now you got Kara Bowling base running at third. And the courtesy runner did come in for Sydney Lover, and they sent out Emerson Miller to run the bases at second. Here's a blast out to right field. Could be playable. It's back in front of the fence. Bowling's going to come home to score. Now they're going to wave home Miller as well, and also waving home Bowling. 3 runs driven in on that deep hit to right field. And Clarksville extends its lead to 5-0. Gia Hooger with a 3 RBI double. And Clarksville is dominating already here in the bottom of the first inning. Kara Bolin scores, Emerson Miller scores, so does Brooke Bolin. Now Gia Hooger is at second base. Ball number 1 delivered up high here to Capri Clark. 5-0 Clarksville. 1 out, bottom of the first inning, and already on the 8th batter of this half inning. Strike number 1 as a breaking ball hits the outside part of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Clark. Batting .231 on the season. One of the lower averages on the team, but still not too bad. Puts this one in play, out to shallow center. That drops for a hit. Hooger's going to hold up at third. Now runners on the corners for the Indians after the single to shallow center by Gia Hooger. Now it'll be Eve Jordan as they'll complete the first time through the batting order.
Up to bat.
With still just 1 out recorded here in the bottom of the first inning. 5 runs so far on 4 base hits here in the half inning for Clarksville. And now Eve Jordan has got a chance to drive home yet another.
Eve Jordan.
And this pitch was outside a little bit. It looked like there was maybe an attempt to throw down to try to catch Capri Clark stealing. However, the pitcher was there to almost pick off the throw attempt. That was rather strange. And the catcher was like, what was that? Here's a foul ball down the left field line, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jordan. It was like the pitcher, Brinkman, intercepted the throw attempt down to second base when they were trying to catch Clark stealing. And the catcher just had this confused look on her face. This breaking ball misses upstairs for ball number 2. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jordan. Clarksville 5, Janesville 0. Iowa Star Conference action. This is a series that Clarksville has dominated, winning every game that they've played since the 2019 season. Ball number 3 down low. 3 balls and 1 strike now to the sophomore Jordan. It's a Janesville team that's got just 1 senior and 1 junior. The rest are underclassmen. This will be ball number 4, and the bases are loaded once again here for Clarksville as the top of the order comes up to the plate with Kate Lodge. She walks her first time through, and a chance for some serious RBIs right here.
Up to bat, number 8. Kate
Still
Lodge.
just 1 out in the bottom of the first inning with a leadoff batter back at the plate. Swings and misses on a pitch up high. Chase that one. It's no balls and 1 strike. That's the start of a very busy week for the Indians. They'll play all 5 days this week. This one misses away for ball number 1, evens up the count. This is the only home game this week as well. They'll be on the road for 4 straight. Tomorrow they'll be at Central Springs for some non-conference action. Wednesday they'll go to Riceville. This is ball number 2, outside and in the dirt here to Lodge. On Thursday, they'll be at Grundy Center for non-conference action, and they'll return to Iowa Star Conference play at Rockford on Friday night. Here's a blooper out to shallow left. It drops for a hit. Hooger's going to come home to score. They're going to keep Clark at third, so she holds up, and another run comes in for the Indians on the RBI single to left by Kate Lodge. Hooger scores, Clark to third, Jordan to second. Now it's Reagan Wedeking. And now the base runners are going to all come and meet with head coach Katie Berman as it's a mound visit for Janesville. I'll come and talk to pitcher Danica Brinkman, and all the rest of the fielders come into the pitcher circle for the Wildcats as they've got a serious jam to work out of here. Another bases loaded situation for Clarksville, which leads 6-0 with 1 out at the bottom of the first inning. And the number 1 and 1A Indians are starting the game hot here, wasting absolutely no time getting on the scoreboard. Just about as dominant of a start as you could imagine, having a 3-up, 3-down inning defensively. And it looks like a pitching change is in order here for the Wildcats. So it's a call to the bullpen here for Janesville. I'll take a quick timeout here with one out at the bottom of the first inning with Clarksville leading 6-0.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Murphy's Heating and
It's a pitching change for Janesville as Caitlin Hahn, an 8th grader, comes in to replace Danica Brinkman. There's one out here in the bottom of the first inning with Clarksville leading 6-0. Reagan Wedeking is about to bat for the Indians. It'll be the 11th batter of this half inning for Clarksville. And again, still just one out has been recorded. 6 runs scored on 5 hits. Let's recap some of this action so far. The first run was scored when Hannah Wangsis doubled to drive in Kate Lodge. Then a little bit later, Brooke Bolin singled to drive in another run, making it 2-0. Then 3 runs came in when Gia Hooger doubled out to center field, making it 5-0. Then it was an RBI single by Kate Lodge in her second time at the plate. Ball number 1 delivered up high to Reagan Wedeking. It's an 8th grader pitching to an 8th grader. So just a third of an inning of action for Danica Brinkman, the sophomore pitcher of Janesville, before they bring in an 8th grader, Caitlin Hahn. Here's a bouncer toward the shortstop and past her glove. Clark is going to come home to score. They're waving home Jordan and holding up Lodge at third. It never hit the glove, though I am leaning toward ruling that an error because it should have been fielded with ordinary effort. So we'll call it an E6, allowing 2 runs to come home to score. And then Lodge over to third. So Reagan Wedeking now at first base as Clarksville extends its lead to 8-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Now it's Hannah Wangsis. Forehead level pitch as they try to pick off the runner stealing second base, but unsuccessful as Reagan Wedeking heads to second. One ball, no strikes here to Wangsis. And a breaking ball misses upstairs for ball number 2. Heck of a spot for an 8th grade pitcher to come in on very little notice. After you've already given up 6 runs against the defending Class 1A champions at their place. Here's the 2-0. That one hits the outside part of the zone, a fastball for strike 1 call. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Hahn comes in with a 7.3 ERA, which is a little better than their typical starter Brinkman, who came in at 11.49. This one's popped up, left center field. Blows and Smith on the run, and Gracie Blows, the left fielder, makes the play for the second out. No one advances as Lodge stays at third and Wedeking stays at second. Now Kara Bolin looks to drive in some more runs here with 2 outs at the bottom of the first inning. 13th batter of the inning for the Indians. And she walked her first time through. And this one is a breaking ball upstairs for ball number 1. One ball, no strikes here to Bolin. And a changeup in there for strike number 1. It came and dropped the last second, but after it went past the front of the plate, so 1 ball and 1 strike here to Bolin. She did have the bat elevated off the shoulder, but did not go around. This one fouled up and to the right side of play, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bolin coming in with a .548 batting average. Here in her junior season, she's been dangerous. .672 on base percentage. And fouls this one out of play. It'll remain a 1-2 count. Let's see if she can tee off on this 8th grade pitcher of Janesville. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking to keep things rolling here in the bottom of the 1st inning with 8 runs scored already. Popped up. Possibly playable in foul territory. And the play is made on the run by the second baseman, Domeyer, to retire the side. But a heck of a half inning for Clarksville as they score 8 runs on 5 hits with 2 errors and 2 left on. 1 inning is complete. The score now reads Clarksville 8, Janesville 0. The top of the 2nd is coming up next.
Because you deserve the best.
Ready to refresh your bath or kitchen? Murphy's Heating and Plumbing has your perfect match. From stunning showers to modern toilets, explore endless possibilities in Murphy's exclusive vendor showroom. Stop by on Highway 3 East in Hampton or call for your personal showroom tour. Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, transforming your dreams into reality.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Ready for the
We head to the top of the 2nd inning. It's Clarksville 8, Janesville 0.
16, Lauren Meany.
And the Wildcats will have the 4, 5, and 6 batters guaranteed, including Meany, Zwanziger, and Hahn. Went 3 up, 3 down back in the 1st inning, and Lovren fires in a fastball for strike number 1 to get us rolling here in the top of the 2nd inning. Lovren coming in with a 2.10 ERA. Opponent's batting 175 against her. Ball 1 delivered outside, and another fastball here from Lovren. And this one way upstairs gets away from the catcher Lodge. That's ball number 2. And a 2-1 count here to Lauren Meany. Coming in batting .343, top batter in the Janesville lineup on the season. 8 RBIs, 12 hits, 35 at-bats. Ball 3 down low and a 3-1 count here to the leadoff batter of the top of the 2nd. This one fouled back. Home plate is in the shade, and the rest of the field is in the sunshine right now. It is a southwest-facing field, which is somewhat unusual. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this one outside for ball number 4. And Janesville has its first base runner of the game as Lauren Meany gets on with the walk. Now it's Maya Zwanziger. Coming in batting .289 on the season. And takes a fastball right down the middle for strike 1 called here from Lovren.
This is number 7, Maya Zwanziger.
Lovren's a multi-year starter on the mound here for the Indians. Member of the Class 1A All-Tournament team at the state tournament last year. Ball number 1 here evens up the count at a ball and a strike to Zwanziger. Team high 9 RBIs on the season. Here in the number 5 spot in the lineup. Bloop route shallow center, that's a base hit. Trying to throw down to second base to pick off the lead runner. Not on time, and it's a single to center here for Zwanziger. And just like that, Janesville has runners on first and second base trying to threaten here in the top of the 2nd inning. After they went 3 up, 3 down back in the 1st. Now it's Caitlin Hahn, the 8th grader who just came in to pitch back in the last half inning. First pitch from Lovren is outside for ball 1. Runners on first and second for the Wildcats. Let's see if Clarksville can put together a good defensive stand here. Indians lead at 8-0. This one popped up, possibly playable in foul territory, and lands on top of the dugout. Kara Bull and the first baseman sprinted over to see if she can make the play. And now we got a courtesy runner coming in mid-count, which is quite odd. Marissa Homewood comes in to replace Maya Zwanziger out at first base. So the plate appearance continues here with a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Caitlin Hahn. This one popped up. Playable in the infield. Clark, the second baseman, makes the play for the first out. Both base runners stay where they're at, and here comes Danica Brinkman. And she started the game at pitcher, was subbed out after a third of an inning. Strike one called on a line drive fastball from Sydney Lover. Not much break on that one. Brinkman coming in hitting just 133 on the year. Popped it up and fouled it out of play. No balls and 2 strikes.
Go get her, Sid. Any bag, ladies. Turn it if it's there. Don't want her out.
0-2 is the count now to Brinkman. There's a swing and a miss. Sydney Lover records her first strikeout of the game. 2 outs, top of the second inning, and up comes Abigail Jones.
11, Abby Jones.
Sophomore shortstop here of the Wildcats. Ball one upstairs, about chin level here to Jones. So Clarksville will look to bounce back here with some very fast outs after giving up a walk and a hit earlier in the half inning. Now a ground ball toward the gap into right field. Meany's going to round third, come home to score, and Janesville is on the board. That is a double to straightaway center. Now another run is going to come home to score. Meany and Homewood both come around to tap on the plate, and Janesville is back to within 6 runs at 8-2 Clarksville. Meany and Homewood come home to score as Jones advances over to second base. Now it's the number 9 batter, Isabel Barnes.
Number 9 hitter here. Let's get her. Plays that one.
And a swing and a miss here on the first pitch from Lovren.
This is number 5, Isabel Barnes.
Barnes coming in batting 174, 4 hits in 23 at-bats. Popped up and fouled out of play. 0-2 here to Barnes. So now Clarksville will have a chance to pour on some more runs in the next half inning.
Don't let up, defense. Plays that one. Let's get the out.
Ball number 1 outside here from Lovren. One and 2 here to the number 9 batter in the Janesville lineup. Strike 3, and that retires the side. So in the half inning, Janesville scored 2 runs on 2 hits with no errors and 1 left on. 1.5 are complete. It's now Clarksville 8, Janesville 2.
Of a lifetime? Join the Radio on the Go Travel Club for a summer 2026 cruise to Alaska. Get ready to experience glaciers, wildlife, and breathtaking views that you won't find anywhere else. Here's Derek from Crown Jewel Travel to tell us more.
From towering mountains to stunning coastlines, Alaska is the ultimate destination for nature lovers, thrill seekers, and anyone looking to make unforgettable memories. This isn't just a cruise, it's a journey into the wild beauty of the last frontier. Want to learn more and reserve your spot? Contact me at 641-425-8068 for all the details. This is a trip I'm not going to miss, and I'd love to have you there with me.
Again, contact Crown Jewel Travel to learn more. 641-425-8068. Don't miss out. Start planning.
We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Clarksville 8, Janesville 2. The Indians will have the 5, 6, and 7 batters guaranteed, including Lovren, Brook Bolin, and Hooger. They're already in the second time through the batting order after they had 13 batters back at the bottom of the first inning. Scored 8 runs in the half inning as well, gave up 2 back in the top of the second. Now they'll look to add some more here. Lovren reached on error her first time through. And here's the first pitch from high to get the inning underway. And a breaking ball misses up high for ball number 1. One ball, no strikes here to Lovren. Leading off the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Gets a piece of it, popped up in the infield, and a diving catch is made by Presley Pugh, the third baseman. Took a tumble forward and able to make the play as Lovren pops out to get the inning started.
Number 23, Brook Bolin.
Now it's Brook Bolin, freshman center fielder who singled her first time through. And this one down and in. Close to a hit by pitch as Bolin had to kind of dance out of the way as that came flying in toward the shins. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Gets a piece of it out ahead of a changeup and fouls it over toward the third base dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike. Coming in with a .379 batting average, .403 on base percentage. Swings and misses at a pitch up high, and now down to the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So this is the second pitcher that Bolin has faced in the game here in just the second inning. Here's the 1-2, ground ball to third, misplayed by Hughes, in and out of her glove. And then Jones, the shortstop, came over and couldn't handle it. So Bolin reaches on air for the first base runner in the bottom of the second inning. E5 on Janesville, and it brings up Gia Hooger, who doubled to drive home 3 runs back in her last time up at the plate. Check swing. Bat was elevated off the shoulder. And now they try to get Bolin stealing, and they throw her out at second base. So Bolin caught stealing for the second out of the inning. 1 ball, no strikes here to Hooger. And strike 1 called. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Hooger. A double that drove in 3 runs in her last time at the plate. But this time the bases are empty. Ball 2 outside. Clarksville 8, Janesville 2. You're in the bottom of the second inning. Ball 3 outside. Indians scored 8 in the first. Janesville scored 2 in the second. Three and 1 to Hooger coming up. And gets a piece of it, fouls it away for a full count now with 2 outs. Capri Clark standing on deck, hoping she gets a chance to bat here in this half inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to the freshman Hooger. Starting for just the 6th time this season. Pops it up, out to center field. Should be playable for Smith. And it is. She makes the play to retire the side. So Clarksville gets no runs on no hits with 1 error and no one left on. 2 innings are complete. It's Clarksville 8, Janesville 2.
Your Alaska adventure today with the Radio on the Go Travel Club and Crown Jewel Travel.
Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
We head to the top of the third inning. It's Clarksville 8, Janesville 2. And the first pitch delivered here to Kiki Smith is down and away for ball number 1. The top 3 we go. And Janesville has the top of the order. 1, 2, and 3 batters guaranteed. This one fouled out of play into the tree behind home plate. And it evens up the count here at a ball and a strike. This begins the second time of the batting order here for the Wildcats. Smith grounded out her first time through. Lovren gets the sign and delivers. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Smith. Let's see if Clarksville can quickly take care of this top of the order here, much like they did back in the first inning when it was 3 up, 3 down. 1-2. Called strike number 3. The third strikeout of the game delivered by Sydney Lovren on the mound.
Number 22, Kiki Smith.
1 out, top 3. Now it's Gracie Blows. 0 for 1 with a ground out her first time through. This one popped up and fouled out of play.
This is number 3, Gracie Blows.
Batting .263 on the season, the third best on the team for Janesville. Fouls this one straight to the catcher, Lodge. That's why you wear shin guards right there. No balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece of this one as she swings at a pitch upstairs. Lovren will certainly take that as she got her to chase. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2. Inside. And they say it's a hit batter. They say it got a piece of her, and Blows will head on down to first base. Must have just grazed the socks or something like that. Now it's Presley Pugh taking ball 1 up and away. She grounded out her first time through. That may have been one of the lightest hit by pitches I've ever seen. Popped up, should be played. Second baseman Clark gets underneath it, makes a squeeze to record the second out of the inning.
That was number 23, Presley.
Blows remains at first base, and it brings up Lauren Meany. This is a person you want to get out right here. Most dangerous batter in this Janesville lineup, batting right now. Takes ball 1 up high, has to lean away from a fastball. Duck the head down. And now it's 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball down the third baseline in fair territory. Out to left field, picked up by Hall out there, throws it in. Now runners on first and second for the Wildcats after Lauren Meany singles right down the left field line. Now it's Maya Zwanziger. After singling her first time through, will bat again here. 1 for 1 of the game. She is the catcher for the Wildcats. Runners on first and second now. And strike number 1 called here on a changeup from Lovren. First of 5 games this week for Clarksville. It's the only home game they have this week. They'll return to action tomorrow at Central Springs for non-conference action. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Zwanziger.
She got to come to you, Sid. She got to come to you. 5-hitter. Get your looking. Stay on them corners. Any bag, ladies. Any bag.
No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Way up high for ball number 1. No offering that time from Zwanziger. Kept the bat at rest on her right shoulder. And the 1-2. Bounced it foul over toward the Janesville dugout. We'll do it again here. A 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. And here it comes. Popped up, out to left field. Hall gets underneath it, reaches up, makes the squeeze to retire the side. So in that half inning, Janesville scored no runs on 1 hit with no errors and 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's Clarksville 8, Janesville 2. Let's head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's Clarksville 8, Janesville 2. And the Indians will have the 8, 9, and 1 batters guaranteed, including Clark, Jordan, and Lodge. Clarksville scored 8 runs in the 1st inning, but were held scoreless back in the 2nd. They'll see if they can get back to some good offense here in this half inning. If they were to score 4 and make it a 10-run game, then they could hold Janesville scoreless in the next half inning and end the game after that half inning. But we will see. Capri Clark will come up to the plate with a 1-for-1 game so far, having singled her first time through.
Up to bat, number 18, Capri Clark.
So here we go. Did not drive in a run. However, she advanced Gia Hooger over to 3rd base. This one is fouled out of play. Did end up scoring on an error back in that first inning as well. 0-1 here to Capri Clark, the number 8 batter in the lineup. And a breaking ball gets a piece of it past the pitcher's mound. Bobbled by the shortstop. Picked up, thrown over to first, not on time. It will be an E6 on Janesville.
Up to bat, number 16.
Allowing Capri Clark to reach base. Now Eve Jordan. Bats the number 9 slot. Was walked her first time through in a 0-for-0 outing so far. This one delivered at forehead level for ball number 1 from Janesville pitcher Caitlin Hahn. One ball, no strikes. And this one upstairs for ball number 2. It's a blue tinted visor for Janesville pitcher Caitlin Hahn. All the infielders have the masks on. This one down to the dirt for ball 3. And Capri Clark will head over to second base on the passed ball. 3-0 now to Jordan with the top of the order on deck. Ball number 4, and Jordan is on with a 4-pitch walk. That brings up Kate Lodge, the top of the order. Runners on first and second now. No outs, bottom 3.
Number 8, Kate Lodge.
And a chance for Clarksville to start putting up some more runs here. This one upstairs. Ball number 1 to Lodge. This begins the 3rd time of the batting order here for the Indians. Lodge is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Batted twice back in the 1st. This one he is going to miss for ball 2. She kind of ducked down. By the time the pitch got there, it was at forehead level because she started to duck down. Maybe fooled the umpire a little bit there. 2 balls and no strikes. Popped up and fouled out of play. It's now 2-1. Second year in the starting lineup here for Lodge. Was a big-time contributor back in her 8th grade season last year. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Curveball drops in for strike 2 called. Nice breaking action toward the end of that pitch by Hahn. Now it's 2-2. And Hahn delivers. Foul out of play again. And another 2-2 pitch coming up momentarily here from Hahn. Two coming up with a train passing by the outfield right now. Foul tip off the top of the catcher's mask. Three foul balls in this plate appearance here for Lodge. This one way up high. And now it's ball 3 for a full count. Three balls and 2 strikes here to the top of the order, Lodge. Popped up and another foul ball out of play. No outs with the runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lodge batting .473 on the year. 3rd best on the team. And this is ball 4. So the bases are loaded now for Reagan Wedeking. And the 8th grader has a chance for some RBIs now. She has started all but 1 game here this season. And Katie Berman comes to talk to the home plate umpire. They will send in a courtesy runner for the catcher, Kate Lodge. The courtesy runner is 8th grader Bailey Jordan.
Up to bat.
Now another 8th grader, Reagan Wedeking. Batting .434 on the year. On base percentage of .439. Just 2 walks drawn on the season. And she takes ball number 1 down off the plate, but no base runner advancement. Rather shallow backstop here, and the ball bounced back to the catcher, so no one decided to take off. Also a bases loaded situation, so it would have been pretty risky to try to score on that. No outs, bottom 3 with the bases loaded for Reagan Wedeking at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Gets a hold of it out to shallow center. And it's dropped by Smith out in center field. Clark is going to come home to score as everyone advances a bag. And Clarksville extends its lead to 9-2. It was out of Smith's glove out in center field. And just plain dropped it. Clark scores, Jordan to 3rd, and Jordan to 2nd. Now Hannah Wangs's bats. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And a 9-2 lead for the Indians. Fly ball out to center. Smith, a chance to redeem herself, and does. Eve Jordan is going to come home to score on the sac fly, and it is 10-2 Clarksville.
Up to bat, number 26.
So Jordan advances home. The other Jordan remains at second, and Wedeking holds up at first. Now it's Carabola, batting in the number 4 slot. Takes ball 1 inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Now 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, with Clarksville leading Janesville 10-2. Inside for ball 2. Another walk would load up the bases here once again. That one also misses for ball number... No, that was strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. This one fouled out of play. Now it's 2-2.
1 out, ladies. Smart base running. 1 out.
2 balls and 2 strikes here to Bolin. Whoa, this one way upstairs. Bolin backs away from it. Now it's 3-2. Almost got hit by that pitch as well. And this one way up high, and the bases are loaded on the walk by Bolin. Now it's Sidney Lovren working with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Bases are loaded. 2 runs into the inning so far, and a chance for a whole lot more. An 0 for 2 game for Lovren so far. A fly out and a reach on air. And takes ball 1 at chin level. 8 runs in the 1st, none in the 2nd, 2 so far here in the 3rd for Clarksville. Janesville got on the board with 2 back in the 2nd. This one bounces on the plate for ball number 2. Clarksville will be back in action tomorrow at Central Springs. We'll be at Riceville on Wednesday, at Grundy Center on Thursday, and at Rockford on Friday. 1 at home, 4 on the road this week. Shallow fly ball out towards center field, past the second baseman. Jordan is going to come home to score. So is Wedeking, and Clarksville extends its lead to 12-2. A single to shallow center by Lovren, and it's a 10-run lead for the Indians.
Up to bat number 23, Brooke Bolin.
And Kara Bolin advances over to second base. And a courtesy runner comes in to replace Lovren. It'll be Emerson Miller. All right, Brooke Bolin bats now. 1 for 2 in the game and takes ball 1 at forehead level. A single and a reach on air for Brooke Bolin so far. The freshman center fielder here for the Indians. Blasts out to left field. Oh, what a play by the left fielder, Gracie Blows. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Both base runners stay put. Now Gia Hoosier, a chance for some more RBIs. 3 of them back in the 1st inning.
Gia Hoosier.
Working now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd, with Clarksville leading 12-2. Ball 1 upstairs, as Hahn misses that one at about forehead level. Breaking ball drops in for strike 1 on a nasty pitch from Hahn. One ball and 1 strike. Popped up foul. And a catch is made by a Janesville fan here in the bleachers. One and 2. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Hoosier looking to keep the inning alive. Ball number 2 up high. 2-2 coming up. This one is upstairs for ball 3. Full count here to Hoosier now. This one way up high. That was a ball all the way. And now the bases are loaded once again. Capri Clark will bat now. She led off the inning. And it's the second time that the Indians have batted around in an inning here. It's their third inning at the plate, the second time they've batted around. Strike number 1 right down the middle here to Capri Clark. So at this point, if Clarksville can keep their lead to 10 in the next half inning, then the game would end early at that point. Strike number 2 called here to Clark on a breaking ball that hit the outside part of the zone. That had a big drop on its way to the plate. And the 0-2 upstairs. Gia Hoosier is the base runner at first. Emerson Miller is at second, and Kara Bolin is at third. 1-2 now to Clark. Popped up. Shallow right. Barnes out there. Makes the play. So that retires the side, but not before Clarksville scores 4 runs on just 1 hit with 2 errors and 3 left on. 3 innings are complete. It's Clarksville 12, Janesville 2. Let's head to the top of the 4th inning. It's Clarksville 12, Janesville 2. And the Wildcats will have the 6, 7, and 8 batters guaranteed, including Hahn, Brinkman, and Jones. So if Clarksville can hold them scoreless in this half inning, then the game would end at that point with the 10-run lead after 3.5. Hahn flew out her first time through. Sydney Lovren back out to the mound. Take a look at some of her pitching stats in the game here so far. 2 runs given up, both earned, 3 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 1 walk issued to Janesville batters. So here we go. Hahn is 0 for 1, a fly out her first time through. This one is a foul tip caught by the catcher Lodge. No balls and 1 strike. Another foul tip. No balls and 2 strikes here to Hahn.
Got 2 on her now, number 6 hitter. You got 2 on her.
Janesville scored their 2 runs back in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's the first out here at the top of the 4th.
That was number 19, Caitlin Hahn.
4th strikeout issued right there by Sydney Lovren on the mound tonight. Danica Brinkman, a strikeout her first time through. Bunts it down. It's going to be charged by Jordan at 3rd, and no throwdown. It's a bunt single for Brinkman.
That was number 1.
That was
Brinkman.
Quite deceptive. She didn't show bunt until the pitch was on its way. Quickly
next is number 11,
flipped the
Abby
bat
Brown.
around, laid that thing down. That was beautifully executed. Now it's Abigail Jones. A double her first time through. And And this one is down and in. Ball number 1 here to Jones. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second base. And Brinkman is back in there safely. 1-1 coming up to Jones. Strike number 2 called and a fastball from Leveren.
Number 8 hitter. Went deep to you last time, Brooke.
1-2 now to Jones. Ball 2 up and away. Try to get her a chase, but a patient at bat so far for Jones. Sophomore shortstop here of Janesville. And the 2-2 fouled it back. Two and two coming up here to Jones. Ball 3 outside. And now the count is full. 2 runs on 4 hits in the game for Janesville. They've committed 5 errors. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again here at 3-2. And another foul. This will be the 9th pitch of this plate appearance. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jones. And here it comes. Another foul ball. 3 straight of those. Another foul. The 11th pitch of this plate appearance coming up. Another full count pitch coming up here to Jones from Leveren. Swing and a miss. It takes 11 pitches, but Leveren records the strikeout. And now there's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 more to end this game early. It's Isabel Barnes, the number 9 batter in the Janesville lineup. Strike 1 called. And the 0-1 coming up. Another swing and a miss. Now the Indians are a strike away from finishing the game. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And that is the game. Final score in 4 innings. Clarksville 12, Janesville 2. Post-game coverage is coming up next.
No, Murphy's does water softeners? That's right. Check with Murphy's Heating and Plumbing for water right softeners and filtered drinking water systems for your home. Soft water is important for washing and bathing, and great tasting drinking water. Well, everyone loves that. Get your water right water softener or drinking water system today in Hampton at Murphy's. Also with water heaters, new toilets, furnace filters, and more in stock.
Murphy's Heating and Plumbing, because you deserve the best.
Christensen Jewelry of Hampton is North Iowa's go-to store for a gift that will be truly treasured. From wedding and engagement rings to a present for someone special, we have over 17,000 pieces of fine jewelry, gemstones, gifts, and decor. Known for quality repair, jewelry and watch restoration, and custom design. Stop in and discover our wonderful store in downtown Hampton, or shop online and have your items shipped right to you. Go to christensenjewelry.com right now and see why people from around the Midwest come to Christensen's.
Dumont Telephone.
Final score in 4 innings, Clarksville 12, Janesville 2, as the Indians are able to finish this one up in as few innings as possible. They scored 8 in the first to absolutely blow the game open, gave up 2 runs to Janesville in the second, but added 4 more in the third inning to ultimately put it away. Just faced 4 batters in the top of the 4th inning to end up retiring the side and the game for that matter. Let's take a look at the stats from this one. We will start with the pitching numbers for Clarksville. Sidney Lovren went the full 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, both earned, 6 strikeouts, gave up 4 hits, issued 1 walk. Batting numbers for the Indians: 3 RBIs by Gia Hooger to lead the way in that category. 1 hit apiece by Kate Lodge, Hannah Wangsness, Sidney Lovren, Brooke Bolin, Gia Hooger, Capri Clark. So 6 total hits, several reach on errors for the Indians in the game as well. When it comes to extra base hits, they had 1 double apiece by Hannah Wangsness and Gia Hooger. So overall, a pretty efficient night for Clarksville at the plate and defensively as well, with just those 2 runs given up back in the second inning. So with the results of today's game, Clarksville moves to 15-4 overall, 12-0 in the Iowa Star Conference. Janesville is now 3-13, 3-8 in league play. Janesville will return to action tomorrow by hosting BCLAW for a conference game, and Clarksville will be back in action tomorrow night at Central Springs in non-conference play. Please find some interviews from tonight, later tonight on Radio On The Go's YouTube channel. I'll do those here momentarily and then get those posted. But once again, today's final score in 4 innings, Clarksville 12, Janesville 2. This has been Iowa Star Conference Softball on Radio On The Go Sports. I'm John Mowinkle reporting good night from Volunteer City Park in Clarksville.